let's do it. We're continuing our Best Me in 23 series this week with expert-recommended nutrition tips for a healthy and longer life. Kicking things off today with brain-boosting foods is assistant professor of psychiatry at Harvard Medical School. Wow, big time. And author of Brain Energy, Dr. Christopher Palmer. Welcome and thank you for being here.
You're going to fix our bodies and our minds.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you for having me.
I need a reset.
Yes, she's just come back. She's just come back. So is coffee a brain food?
Coffee is a brain food.
Yay.
People who consume lots of coffee, lower rates of Alzheimer's disease and Parkinson's disease.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, that's in the plus column for us.
This looks weak to me. Is it better if it's stronger?
It is better if it's stronger.
Yes,
Plus, double plus.
Double plus, plus,
right.
plus. Okay, tell us about salmon.
So salmon is packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which decrease brain inflammation. And that's really important for energy production in your brain. So one of the biggest, latest findings in the mental health field is that brain energy or energy metabolism in our brains may actually play a critical role in our mental health.
So which salmon do we buy? Because there's different salmon. You can get organic, you can get wild, you can get line, you can get... what is the right salmon?
The
to buy?
wild, right?
The biggest difference between wild and farmed is that farmed is often exposed to antibiotics. And antibiotics are not good for our gut microbiomes. So if you have your choice, go with wild or look for farmed salmon raised without antibiotics.
Okay, got it. But wild is the key.
All right.
Okay, what's next?
So we've got lots of fruits and vegetables. Broccoli, carrots, avocados, spinach, kale. These are packed with nutrients like folate, vitamin C and K, potassium, calcium, and most importantly, fiber. Fiber is good for gut health. Gut health is good for brain health.
Ding!
Plus, plus, plus.
We would like dings every time we've done something good.
Okay.
So now we're going to go to eggs. You know, eggs are the controversial food because we were once told these are awful for you, but in fact, they are a superfood packed with nutrients, including protein, choline, vitamin B12, and iron.
I don't love eggs.
You don't love
What
eggs?
if you don't love eggs?
You don't have to love eggs.
Have an avocado.
You can get a lot of these nutrients from other food sources.
Are the brown eggs different than the white eggs? Which eggs should we be looking for?
Look for locally raised eggs to be environmentally friendly. So some areas of the country, you're only going to be able to find white eggs, and others, like in the Northeast.
If we're having these for breakfast and we have matcha tea, is matcha good for us? Is
Sure.
that brain food?
Why not?
I don't know. I hear that it's such a great thing to have matcha.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not aware of good randomized controlled trials or firm evidence proving that matcha.
Really?
So as a Harvard psychiatrist, I'm supposed to stick with the
I will
evidence.
stop on the matcha train.
This is Harvard versus your, hoity-toity doctors in the sky doctors. This is a real medical person, okay?
Absolutely.
So settle down.
All right, olive oil. We all love
as
this.
Kelly accurately predicted, we've got healthy fats. So we've got olive oil, walnuts, almonds. So these are part of a Mediterranean diet. And people who consume these on a regular basis have lower rates of heart attacks, but also lower rates of depression and Alzheimer's disease. Now, one good way that you can have these so that they're not so horrible is you can cover these with dark chocolate.
We talking about nuts?
Nuts with dark chocolate, or you could just have plain dark chocolate, or you could add some dark chocolate to your coffee and have a chocolate, latte or something. And now we're talking about antioxidants, which are also going to be good for your brain.
Doctor,
Yes.
what if we fry French fries in olive oil? Would that be a good thing?
It would be better than frying it in most other oils, quite honestly.
Okay.
So I
baby
guess that's
steps.
a yes?
It is a tempered yes.
What should we
fats or
avoid?
oils to
What do we
avoid?
avoid?
Yeah.
So you already know what to avoid. You said it before. The highly processed foods with sugars and fat, they cause brain inflammation.
Tastes so good.
They make us feel good in the short run, and when we're sick, we crave them. Yes.
What's the worst oil out there to cook with?
This is a really controversial thing. I'm going to be honest. And there's a huge controversy right now about processed seed oils, which are relatively new in the food supply and have taken off as rates of obesity and other problems have taken off. So some people think that processed seed oils might be bad for us. Others argue, no, they're not. There's a difference in omega-3 versus omega-6 fatty acids in them. Seed oils tend to be very high in omega-6 fatty acids, which might be more inflammatory.
And some people around here fast, this intermittent fasting. Do you recommend that? Are there any
This is
benefits
one
to
of,
that?
absolutely. So this is one of the ironic things. So we've talked about nutrients that are good for your brain. Sometimes going without food can be really good for your brain. It stimulates something called autophagy, which is where your cells get rid of old or defective cell parts and replace them with new ones. So you can kind of think about it as like a brain cleanse.
If I could turn
you
back
are
time.
cleansing your brain
back time.
every day.
He
and-
must have a very clean brain, doctor.
He
because
does.
His non-eating window gets larger and larger and larger.
And it affects your metabolism. We've found that intermittent fasting can prolong life and health in many
Good, because
ways.
if you'd have said no, I was about to start eating right now.
I just read an article, though, and I don't know, it's like one of these articles that pop up in your newsfeed that says if you skip breakfast that you're more likely to have heart issues. Did you read that? Did you see that article?
I have seen
Yeah.
those articles. And so one of the challenges with large epidemiological studies is that they have to pick and choose what variable they're going to look at.
Right.
And people who skip breakfast are often sleep-deprived people who the reason they're skipping is not on purpose. It's not because they're trying to be healthy and do intermittent fasting. It's they're rushing out the door and don't have time. They don't always factor in the sleep deprivation and the toxic effects of sleep deprivation on your health. So it can be really hard to tease apart
Understood.
these kind of variables.
Got it. This was very informative. Thank
you for
being
coming.
here. We appreciate it. All of this information and more, you can go to our website, kellyandryan.com, to check out Dr. Palmer's book, Brain Energy. It's available now everywhere books are sold. Thanks so much.
We'll be
again.
right back after the break.